Welcome back to the Watch Workshop, and in today's video I have a list of watches which will look great if you have skinny wrist. I have got a list of killer watches that will look great on you. And no, we are not including the Casio Vintage F91W or A168W because let's be real, we all know those are great watches. Let's mix it up and add some variety here. I believe small watches, they look good on everyone, even if you have large wrist, so they are pretty versatile. Unless if you have humongous arms like these guys, you can pull this off. For this video, I've added all types of watches to add diversity. We have dress watches, dive watches, G-Shocks, chronograph, field watches, and also GADA watches. For those of you who don't know, it's a slang for go anywhere, do anything. Basically, extremely versatile watch that will go on every outfit. Before we jump in, here's what you're looking for. 36 to 40mm dial size, short lug-to-lug length, and something that actually looks good. I'm only including watches that I personally love. Some I own, some I'm saving up for because YouTube AdSense isn't paying me a single penny yet. Before we dive in, subscribe to the channel because we have a part 2 of this video and much more interesting content coming up pretty soon. Also, just a reminder, you can find the links of all the watches in the description so you can check them out for more details. Let's dive in the video. Speaking of diving, let's talk about dive watches. Dive watches are my personal favorite because of their utility, style and build. And in our list, we have 3 absolute bangers. Number 1 on our list is DWC Havelock. Another banger from DWC, the Havelock. A 38mm diver with jaw-dropping specs. And a design that says, I know style and I also know how to survive in the wild. Even if the wildest place you visit is your grocery store. They'll be stocking up pretty soon, so yeah, keep an eye out on the DWC website because there are a lot more watches that I'm mentioning. Next on our list is Invicta Pro Diver Quartz. Invicta's quad version is mind-blowing. It is like full stainless steel case, solid link bracelet, 40mm dial. It is extremely wearable for all the wrist sizes and it gives you that classic Rolex Submariner vibe with that Cyclops eye date window. Pro tip, don't buy it on MRP, buy it under 5.5 thousand. It is a steal deal. Next, we have Manta by Shaw Watches, another Delhi micro watch brand bringing insane value. Shaw Watches with their Manta divers are killing it. They have 2 brilliant dive watches with great attention to detail, 30mm case, 200m water resistance, sapphire crystal. This watch will hug average Indian wrist perfectly. My favorite is this green one. It is currently selling for 8,000 instead of 10,000. I have ordered one. Which one are you ordering? Let me know in the comments below. These are incredible watches. I love what Indian micro brands are doing lately. They are doing stuff which big brands wouldn't, which is great news for watch lovers like us. Now let's go for the polar opposite of dive watches, dress watches. Dress watches, I'm starting to develop a liking for them because of how elegant these look. And to kick off, I had to include one more DWC. It is DWC Heritage 2. It is a perfect automatic watch for anyone wanting to get their first automatic watch. It has a 30mm case, short lug-to-lug, applied hour markers in both Arabic and Devanagari numerals. Sapphire crystal, 100 meters of water resistance, okay? It's not 30, it's 100. And it comes with a screw down crown. On a dress watch, it is an extremely neat touch. They sold out their first batch of 2000 watches, but another batch is coming soon. So yeah, keep an eye out on DWC. This can be your first ever automatic watch. Moving further, I had to include HMT Kohinoor and Pilot. A legend icon watch, 36mm dial. Hand wound movement gives you that real connection with your watch, so you have to manually wound it. Both of these watches. The HMT Pilot comes with a 35mm dial, vintage charm, simple design. If you love history and nostalgia, this is for you. HMT is not selling these watches. You can buy refurbished HMT watches from Watchtopia. They have original HMT movement. They take time to ship, but it's worth the wait. Speaking of HMT, I have 2 more tank watches, HMT Inox and Galaxy. HMT Inox is pure old school elegance, a minimal dress watch that won't look over the top but will look very classy. And yes, it is something that your granddad will approve. And yeah, they are arguably the best tank watches on the market for the price that they are at. List will be incomplete without mentioning one Titan because Titan has some great collection, but my personal favorite for smaller wrist is this Karishma Zing. This is arguably the best dress watch under 2000. My favorites are these 2 versions, blue and green. It has stainless steel case, 40mm dial and looks way more expensive than it is. I had to include it in the list. Alright, moving further, we have Go Anywhere Do Anything watches. And I have to mention the watch that I'm in love with. It's Casio EFRS 108D. Casio isn't just about digital watches, right? These are under 40 millimeters. This watch will make it look like you have got your life together, even if you don't. This is a perfect everyday watch and it is one of my personal favorite. I did an in-depth review on my channel, so please do check it out. And yeah, this is the watch that is currently on my wrist as well. Moving further, we have Citizen BI5110. Citizen keeps it refined with this BI5110, a sleek, versatile timepiece with multiple dial colors to choose from. That stainless steel bracelet and timeless design makes it a very solid pick. Now, while the case is 41mm, the compact lug-to-lug ensures it wears nicely and snug on your wrist without wiggling a lot, even on smaller wrists. You can pair this with anything. You can pair this with a t-shirt for a casual day, or a shirt for a meeting, or even a suit for some formal event or wedding. No matter where you are headed, this watch has you covered. Okay, so many watches done, so many more to go. Category 4 is Chronograph. And in this Chronograph, again, I had to include one DWC. It is DWC Mecha Quartz Chronograph. So I have a news. DWC is launching a 39mm version of their Mecha Quartz Chronograph pretty soon. I spoke to them personally and they are releasing them by the end of March. I'm hyped. If you love chronographs but hate those bulky big dials, this is a watch for you, and this is something that I'm also going to personally buy for sure. It will be my first chronograph. Next is my all-time favorite Casio EFB 730D. Okay, see, technically this isn't under 10,000, I understand, but I've got a feeling that it will come on discount pretty soon. I had to include it because it's just amazing. It is a gorgeous piece. You have to see it in person. 40mm chronograph with a sapphire crystal, and this grey version looks like it's worth $1 million. Whew, okay, I better hurry up or this video will get too long. Just a quick reminder, guys, all the watches are linked in the description, so if you want to go and check them out and you want more details and understand more about the watch you're interested in. Okay, second last category, field watches. In field watches, I have to mention Timex Expedition series, a solid choice for slimmer wrists, offering rugged durability without overwhelming the wrist. It has this Timex's signature Indiglo blacklight for excellent visibility in the low light. It is reliable, versatile, and a classic design that pairs well with casual and adventure-ready outfits. It is a strap monster, so you will never get bored of changing the straps and giving the watch a different look. Next is Infantry MDC Field Watch. Military style watch but in a smaller size. The Infantry MDC Field Watch is simple, clean and tough. It is exactly how a military watch should look like. Next is Boderry Voyager. Titanium case, automatic movement and military inspiration. The Boderry Titanium Automatic is bringing something fresh to the table. It is fully titanium, so the watch is super light. And yeah, it has sapphire crystal, so it is pretty rugged with 100 meters water resistance. Will accompany you for all the adventures. Next, we have Rasho Field Watch. Rasho is an underrated gem in the field watch category. Solid build, reliable quartz movement, and clean aesthetics. Perfect for everyday rugged use without the bulk. Final category, G-Shocks. Yes, G-Shocks are available for smaller wrist. You should know where to look from. These watches are from the women's category. See, when it comes to watches, most of them are pretty unisex, and when it comes to watches, you are allowed to shop from women's category. Okay, our first G-Shock pick is this GMD S5600. A classic square case design, just in a slimmer and lighter package. Same shock resistance, same toughness, just way easier to wear if you've got a smaller wrist. This is how a G-Shock on a calorie deficit will look like. You get all the similar features, toughness, with just a fraction of the size. Last watch on our list is G-Shock GMA S2100. This iconic Casio, but in a smaller, more wearable size. Tough, stylish, and perfect for slim wrist. Perfect. So there you have it, guys. Which one is your favorite? Do let me know in the comments below and tell me which watch would you have personally added to this list. I will make a part 2 depending on the comments that I get and based on the personal watch recommendations that I have. See you in the next one, guys. Peace.